Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently 4:10 p.m. on Sunday the 6th of April 2025. Let's have a look. The current temperature, sometimes it tells you, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it plays up when the radar's not working or whatever. 28.9 degrees Celsius, feels like 30.5. 72% humidity, 5 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. today. Okay, we've just gone over Gundy Hill, so the goods train go through. Now we're going over Station Street just there. Looks like it's going to rain any minute, so I'm trying to get as much as I can with the decent camera before I have to change over. So the Ampule sign's playing up once again, which seems to be quite the regular thing. It's time they put in a whole new one, I think. Across there, they've got one of those portable sort of signs that people use. They often use for advertising events or detours or whatever. They got them up there. So. My crummy looks off people, as always, as you do when you mind your own business and do your own thing. Keep to yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of dark clouds towards town. It's nice and sort of blue skies in parts, and then other parts it's not good. Don't know what they mean with all this. Well, E10, I get that, unleaded. UL Piazza, that's unleaded petrol. P95, I suppose, yeah, Amplify 95. And can't read the other one. Probably won't show up well on video and that, but as the camera likes to flicker with LED lights and all that, which is annoying, but as a Metro, like it does with that, it flickers. In reality, it's not flickering. Orangey red LEDs. This clown. Will run me over. Just see me here, I'm probably in full speed. It's one thing I don't appreciate. Well, yeah, a lot of drivers do that, not all of them, but a lot do. Yeah, it could be a storm coming. So I want to walk down to Warrina Lakes. And once I get there, it might be a separate video, we'll see. See if they put in the adventure playground that they talk about that was meant to happen. They took the old one away, so I want to know if the new one's been put in. Not the nature play, a different one, where the old one used to be. As you walk down to go between the two lakes, we go to look at the turtles and all that. Yeah, the playground that was there. The council mentioned it on their Facebook page not long ago, that when they were talking about the flooding and all that, when all the drainage and all that was getting fixed up near the tennis courts there, that the adventure playground would flood. So I assume they would be meaning the new one, and that. So there's your 180. Supposed to come and get away from the people out of respect, like we do. So there's people walking towards their vehicle. It's fine. There's a sign here for years, so they advertise the chapels or just dairy farmers' milk and all that. That's long gone now. See where these two pads and that are there. And if they're showing up, there you go. There's your 180 Edith across there and towards town. This one here is Michael Street. Where Fusion Fight and Fitness is, and MRT, it's a courier company, transport, all that jazz. Sundown Engineering, this orange one. Pelican Street over there. Where Coastal Marina Outdoors is on the corner. Where Bowery Fairs and a lot of other different ones have been over the years. Bridgestone and whatever else. We've got Coastal Farm and motorcycles here. So we don't usually get to show that from the outside because we go too close. Like from showing the signage and that properly, and there's your Bridgestone signage up the top there. You can paint car care was there for a while. Not this one here, and the one prior to that. Bridgestone and that. Where the rock shop and that used to be. And John Williams motorcycles. And you can see Steve Hunt's motorcycles written there too. Still got the signage here. You can see it, well I can see it, hopefully it shows up on here. You can see Honda down the bottom. But up here you can see Steve Hunt's motorcycles. Honda, Kawasaki. Because John Williams had his motorcycles in this end one here. Motorcycle shop too, so there's Yamaha written there. Yeah, I don't know if that shows up on video, but yeah, okay. Because Leonard Motors Marine was in here. So I don't know what this Joy, Learn, Grow, Play is. It's probably some sort of play group. I'm not too sure. Well, not sure at all. So if anyone knows, let us know in the comments. Looks like it's in use. Here comes the plover, as they do. Doing their thing, yep. Shout out to the guy who likes to mention the plovers. Did I mention the plovers too often, apparently? Yeah, well. When they're there, they're there. It's Gordon Street. Very frustrating that they're there, so I'm going to mention them so people know where to look out for them. They come right for you. So Cumic Steel was down there, about the third one down. Now that's out of Gundi in the industrial estate. Anyway, let's go along here. Used to be a house here and concrete flats, 2-story, one on each level. For years. An old house that was all overgrown and not looked after. Here's your Page Park. So we're on Grace Street now, GRACE. There's your Page Park. Tropical roofing, this must have been sold. It was up for sale. It's got tropical roofing written there. And drainage solutions. Advanced Auto Electrics. Which used to be a mining company. Can't think of the name at the moment, I usually think of it. Cardross, yeah, Cardross Mining. Then Donald Street, there's your Commonwealth Hotel and Super Cheap Auto, Ibis Street, and then Repco. There's your Donald Street, where the community centre is down there. So if you're ever looking for that, that's where you turn off. So the next street over, that's the Bruce Highway where I come off to come down here. Bruce Highway / Edith Street. There's your Commonwealth Hotel drive-through, the bottle shop, Kayla Lawyers, the back of Kayla Lawyers that is, over here, where that signage is. And you got where the taxis, just here. It's the back of the taxi office, and now you can go in there. Lost property and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, we'll continue up Grey Street till we get to Charles Street, which is the next one, and we'll take a left. So if you're coming from Cairns direction and you get to KFC, turn left to go down to Warrina Lakes. If you're heading that direction, coming the other way, we'll turn right. If you're heading towards Cairns and you get to Island Coast Ford, the Mazda signage and the Ford signage and all that, then yeah, turn down here, come down, go past Star Liquor Warehouse and continue straight down. You'll find Warrina Lakes. Maurice Blackburn Lawyers, Australia's Workers Union. I think they're via appointment. These places, they're not like, you know, open all the time sort of places. So as always, we always try to show as much detail as we can as we come down whatever streets we go down, while having respect, of course. That's the old video easy, that's Star Liquor, if you're wondering. You got NQAS Power Shed. It's harder one to show during the week because there's usually vehicles along here. So good to show now while we're here. Continue along past the old Villanovas up here. Villanova, the Catholic home for the aged, whatever you want to call it. The nursing home, Catholic nursing home down here. Place to my left is for sale, but we've got to show straight ahead because there's people in the front yard of the next place along. So out of respect, we always just show straight along. Whatever shows to the side shows. It's just how it has to work. You know, I used to be able to show anything and everything, but we can't. Look at my flood videos, you'll see that it was all flooded through here pretty high from the Cyclone Jasper stuff. Whew. Humidity. Coming up on the old Endeavour House coming up. So if you know the old Endeavour House and know where that was, you get an idea of where I actually am down Charles Street. The smell a bit here. Smells like old seafood. There's a good start early learning. You can show that on the weekend because it closed. So get a bit more of a view of that than what we normally show. Try and beat this rain. Wear for children, not for profit, it says. Yeah, so they make good money out of it. But anyway, there's Alice Street to my right, just here. That goes down to Gladys Street, Ernest Street, Owen Street, Rankin Street, and then all the way down to the Esplanade. Very hilly. You can walk through there. I wish they'd put a footpath through there, a proper, good footpath. But when it's been raining, it's just soggy, I wouldn't even bother. When it's been sunny for days and days and days, it's fine to walk through there to the shortcut, but just be careful, you know, with kids and that. Do early learning, have respect, manners. The old Endeavour House there, it's more like a share house now, like Villanova's and all. The one's turned into like a backpackers, workers sort of share house thing. Not overly looked after, what I can tell. And a random Coles trolley. I'd say this is. Maybe a Kmart trolley. Not sure. I think it's Coles. Soon find out. But there's the old Villanova for the aged. What it's like now from the outside. I would love to have gone through it when they first emptied it. It's Coles trolley. Yeah, it would have been great to have a good look and video the way it was. The old signage, where the sign used to be for it. So there a little bit so you can see a bit of detail as we do. It's the main entrance. So more people going to Warrina Lakes, walking along. Yeah, it's still got Hales Trust House written on there. There's a Mary McKillop one somewhere too. I've seen the signage still. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of people parking on footpaths when there's grass to park on. It's not really safe for pedestrians having people park like that. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, Mary McKillop House is written on that one. I can go out on the grass, so it wasn't too bad. There's been other ones that are in places that just make it dangerous. So this one here used to be something to do with oh gee, I said it before. Endeavour. Oh, pardon me. It smells along here. It used to be part of the Endeavour stuff. Used to have a signage. Yeah, Endeavour Foundation. Warrina Lakes Learning Hub. For bookings, visit www.wllh.au. There's plumbers and stuff around, as usual. But we're nearly at Warrina Lakes. Yeah. Emily Street towards Owen and all that. Ernest Street towards the Innisfail State School. And there's back where we just came from down there. Down that way. Dark clouds still coming over. Oh, we'll keep going and see if they put in the new playground. I very much doubt it. You never know though. A bit overgrown where the sign is. Needs to be fixed up. Innisfail Mini Rail Inc. Warrina Lake Station. Train rides second Sunday of the month, 10 AM to approximately 2 PM. Or by appointment. It's a Facebook group and their phone number. Open 7 days, Monday to Friday, 9 AM to 6 PM. Weekends, public holidays, 10 AM to 6 PM. Okay, the old signage. Been there forever. We'd go through the nature play, but there'd be kids galore there. Seeing the sun come out for a little bit. We'd show what that's like at the moment. If there's any changes or been looked after or whatever. Only so much we can do. I wish they'd concrete a half court for the basketball. That'd be awesome. They can get funding for that. Birds are quite loud. Well, we might be able to walk through here a little bit. You just got to be careful of the palm fronds falling off. Yeah, they need a footpath pressure washed. The things are getting a bit weird, but they need to be weeded and all that. They're starting to get a bit overgrown in parts where it needs to be cut back, as you can see there compared to my last videos. I don't see any new adventure playground, but it doesn't mean there isn't. Could be like a quarter of the size. My luck. No, there's nothing there. I'll come down sort of for nothing, but at least I can show all this. How overgrown and that it is in parts. A lot of weeds through here, which is basically what I expected to happen. Sad to see some parts that really need a good water. And that, wow, this has grown a lot since I was last here. Mind you, it was a while ago now. Yeah. Just going to get a couple of photos while I'm here. Need stuff for the thumbnail and just to put on the end of the video. And that, but yeah, it's a little overgrown for my liking. Could have been looked after more. But we can have a good look while there's no children here that I can see anyway. I'm sure these people will have children with them and come through. Yeah, you can see a lot of weeds growing through. Pity. They didn't come and clean it up regularly, sort it out through here. But it tends to happen here. They'll build something and then just not maintain it. So that's how things work. Sadly. So there's little. Oh, yeah, there's kids. I can't show any more. You can only show what you can when there's children around. Out of respect, out of manners, out of the right thing to do. Okay, get another photo. It's sad to see some of the plants dying off because they're not looked after. I mean, there's been rain, so I don't know. That's probably why there's a lot of weeds too, due to the rain. But anyway, I'm sure these are all weeds. They only look like it. And then your barbecue area. And the pump track. There's people down near the old pool. So they've done something down there, I don't know. We'll get a couple of photos over here. Hey. Yeah. But anyway, we'll go and have a look where the old adventure playground used to be. Where I think they should have a half court for that basketball and do that up. Make it nice. Even a full court would be great. But yeah, here's where the adventure playground used to be, the old one. Long gone, sadly. I don't think they should have removed it until the new one was ready. Seemed perfectly fine to me. All the ducks and things in there. But you can see where it used to be, all the gravel and all that. Sadly. I got plenty of video of it before they closed it down. They didn't announce that it was being closed down until it was actually gone. That's one thing the council did, which I wasn't impressed with, and they didn't announce that the nature play was open until they'd actually had their own little opening with their people. So I couldn't go down and video it, which was frustrating. Very annoying. Couldn't go down and get my usual video. But what can you do? This here still needs doing up since I last came down here. So water level's up pretty high. I'll go down where the turtles usually are. But I think there's people fishing there when it's illegal. It's got signs, no fishing signs up, and people still do it. Everyone does it, but like, I have seen people doing it. It's just stuff for the mini rail through there. If you're ever coming down to the mini rail, go through the main covered area and across to there. Yeah, they're fishing in there. Of course. Yeah, there's a few of them fishing in there. There's 3, 4 that I can see. Yeah, they're giving me looks because they knew they were doing the wrong thing. Well, they can do what they want. It's up to them apparently. But yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 of them fishing. One's coming in my direction. We're going to say something. What are you recording for? Yeah, well. None of my business what they do. I just don't think they should be doing it when they're not meant to. Simple. Here's the mural that was painted with the community of Innisfail, art by Lavinia. There's his hat. Kookaburra. I think they're smart fishing over there when they're not meant to. There's no fishing signs everywhere around that area. Of course, there's no one here to see it. No one like a range or anything. If there was, I'd say something, not being a snitch or anything, but you know, you're not meant to do it, don't do it. Someone's at a party here, lets they mess around. A lot of rubbish. Still confetti on the ground over there. Have a look at the new drink machine. I don't know if it works or not. Should. No change given. It's got chips and chocolates and all that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think we've got the majority of what I wanted to show. So I might end the video here. And that, while we're at it. But yeah, if you come down here, follow the rules, otherwise it stuffs it for everyone else. You know, if it says no fishing, don't fish. If it says dog free zone, don't bring a dog. If it says, you know, glass free zone, don't bring glass. Simple. It's very straightforward. I think those people realised I was recording, that we're doing that. They like making a fair bit of noise. And that. They do have fishing tournaments here, but that's to get rid of some of the pest fish. So we'll go down to where the old old pool used to be. Yeah, you can't use those toilets. Well, I don't know if they've done them up and you can use them now, I don't know. But last time I checked and you couldn't. They were locked. Yeah, this is where the pool used to be, the Warrina Lakes pool, which I have video and photos of on my YouTube, and on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Check it out. It's a pity they got rid of the pool. Apparently someone bought it, so they'd have it at their place, I guess. So the old pool area here, see where the trees are and all that surrounded it, a lot of it. Nice breeze. Anyway, there's a little bit more to the place, but I'll head up here, just try and beat the rain, just in case it pours all of a sudden. Kicking a football around, throwing a football around over there. Good to see it being utilised. Yeah, always good to see people utilising it, doing the right thing. There's a cricket pitch out there somewhere. I don't know if it's still there. I think it is. You can sort of see it marked. I can sort of see it marked out over there. Cricket pitch. So, old windmill, which would be cool if they fixed it, had it going. Pretty cool. See it spinning around. Used to be one over near the entrance as well. They're supposed to do this right up. Council had plans made up to do this all fully right up. Nothing really come of it so far. Give them time, you never know. I was surprised that the nature play come to fruition and the pump track and that, so yeah, something. Just concrete, do a half court, proper half court, mark it all out. Here, fix up the hoop and the backboard and all that. It'd be great. Just here. Even put a fence up around like I did with tennis courts and things with the gate. Be fine. Like I said, there's where the adventure playground used to be. Yeah, they're riding off now, the people fishing. Probably thought they got caught out. Well, they did to a point. Like I said, there's your barbecue area. Be the cleaner of all of them to use in your Zenobus. From the long beak there. The bird. Heading towards the barbecue area. Put to the bin there. Back to the undercover area. It doesn't always auto-correct the brightness in that with this camera. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us future generations to see. Check the links in the description to other videos and different things. You want to see it? Stay safe, stay cool. We'll be back with another one soon.